We expected to bring you an IBF junior middleweight title fight between Carlos Molina and Jamal Charlo. However, Molina with illegal issues, immigration issues, it prevents him from appearing on this fight card, and he is out. We'll talk with Jamal Charlo in just a few minutes, get his reaction. But first, a closer look at the two brothers, both undefeated, both looking for a world title shot, who share more than just the identical twin gene. They are both now on the verge of championship opportunities.
And still undefeated, Jamal Charlo.
Growing up, we would always hear, who could win, and it used to start a little war between us. Now that we got older and kind of matured out of that state, my brother's better than me, I'm better than him.
I feel like he's a better fighter. But at the same time, when you're upset and you get a little angry, you always like, I'm better than him.
So like deep down inside, he knows I'm better. But I just don't want to tell him that.
No. The thing is, we are better together. That's why we're one team.
We competitors, but it's so much love behind it that there's no way we can compete with each other.
Yeah, we'll never fight each other in the ring. Sparring, you can turn up a little bit and get it kind of rough.
The intensity is up like a fight, and I won't get that same intensity out of anyone else.
There are things in boxing that we have that are so much different from each other. My brother's, he's heavy-handed, and my speed is a lot quicker than his.
I feel like we fight totally different. When I'm looking at my brother fight on the side of the ring in the corner, I see things that I would have did that he don't do.
But there's fights where I'm yelling at him, and he listens exactly. I tell him exactly what to do, and he go out and do it, and the fight is over.
Down goes Smith.
He's telling me things that'll help me get faster because he get away from punches better than I do. My brother's the only person I really just hear outside of my coaches.
I feel like if I'm not hoarse after a fight, then he didn't hear me. So I make sure he heard me throughout the fight.
Every time I see my brother fight, it makes me sharper.
We push ourselves in our minds to know that I learn from your mistakes and you learn from my mistakes.
5 years from now, we'll have every belt in the junior middleweight division, 5 world titles, 1 big trophy case, and they all say Jamal or Jamal Charlo.
Well, a tough week. Again, there's Jamal and Jamel. I don't know if you can tell them apart yet. Maybe if they keep those shirts on, we'll be just fine. But again, several times during the week, we thought that Carlos Molina would be released and that the fight would still be on with Jamal as we see the two entering the MGM Grand Garden Arena here earlier tonight. Unfortunately, for both, Molina still being detained, and that fight is off. They come now as spectators. For more now, let's go back to Jim Gray.
All right, Brian, thank you very much. Well, you prepare your whole life for this. You get an opportunity, and then it's taken away in the last 24, 48 hours. How are you dealing with it?
Well, God has another plan for me, another route that I have to go to get this IBF, and it's just the obstacle that we have to take, in the sport of boxing.
The disappointment that you felt was what?
It was massive. It was, I just have to deal with it, it's part of boxing.
How are you, and what are you doing to lift his spirits?
I mean, it's just staying positive, and that's the main thing about this whole process. Being sometimes fights fall out. Anything can possibly happen. The fight is not sealed until you in the ring, and so we keep that concept in our mind.
And what will you do now to try and obtain the title or to have this fight? What have you been told?
I've just been told to stay sharp, stay focused, and it's gonna come. Hopefully, Molina gets dethroned, and we can go another route by getting a title.
And will you continue to stay in shape thinking that will be soon, or will you take a little time off now?
Well, I'm going to rest a little bit, but I'm going to get right back into the gym and continue to stay focused and stay in tremendous shape like I am now.
What's the best advice that you've gotten in this past 48 hours?
My twin brother just told me, keep my head up, don't worry about nothing, that he know how hard I work for this world title, and I'm going to get it.
All right, guys, best of luck. We look forward to your next fights, and hang in there. Tough break. All right, back out to you, Brian.
All right, Jim, thank you very much.